Those two look familiar. Ah! It's Ippei and Shinojo! Guess they must be good friends, huh? Anyway, let's go say hi. Hi, Ippei. Hi, Shinojo. What are you guys doing here?
Oh, it's you. Thanks so much for your help last time. I was just ordering some clothes when I ran into him.
You know these two as well?
Yes, they helped me and Master Kamaji out a great deal last time. I've never had the chance to say thank you properly. What about you? How do you know them?
Also a chance encounter. Our lady had them join us as additional guards for a goods escort in order to sneak out of Rito undetected.
So we all know each other, huh? What a...
Not exactly. We've only just met. We both came here to order some clothes and got to chatting. Somehow we ended up on the topic of Master Kamaji and Lady Hiragi's relationship. Wait, it's okay to talk about that, right?
It's probably fine. They've known about it for a long time already.
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers those two had a thing. In fact, that's old news, though. So why has it come up now?
We have reason to suspect that they'll be getting married soon.
Wow, that's great! They can finally make it a...
Of course, this is just personal speculation. They haven't announced anything, and we wouldn't dare to ask.
I was instructed to place an order for some formal wear for a big banquet. Turns out that Ippei...
They're both preparing for a banquet at the same time. They're both purchasing the kind of fine wine and confectionery normally reserved for big festivals. It's hard not to put two and two together.
Lady Hiragi has been in high spirits recently, and I heard she's on a diet as well. Surely it's all for the wedding.
This is wonderful news!
What's wrong? Oh, don't mind me. She's about to be happily married to the love of...
Right? I think so too.
Yes, but we shouldn't let ourselves get overexcited. What if it's all a big misunderstanding, as things stand? Now, if they sent me out to deliver wedding invitations, that would be a different story.
Shinochu doesn't look like he's taking this very well at all.
Sorry, I'm ashamed to be so out of sorts at work. I'm not living up to my responsibilities either.
Are you worried about their...
Not exactly, it's just everything feels kind of up in the air.
I get what you mean, I really do. We need this wedding to be set.
What should we do? Should we just...
I don't know, that seems a bit rude.
Right! If Ayaka knows about it, that means it's a...
I don't think it's a good idea to bother the Yashiro.
It's fine. He and Ayaka are practically best buds.
I see.
Let's go to the Kamisato...
My store is offering the latest in fashion. Come and have a look.
Have we really run out of exciting cases?
My store is offering the latest in fashion. Come and have a look. My store is offering the latest in fashion. Come and have a look.
Have we really run out of exciting cases?
My store is offering the latest in fashion. Come and have a look.
Have we really run out of exciting cases?
My store is offering the latest in fashion. Come and have a look.
This place impresses me every time I come here. It's so magnificent, but still so elegant.
We'll just wait here. We don't want to cause any extra trouble for you.
wouldn't mind.
Honestly, even if we did come with you, we wouldn't know what to say or do once we were inside. So we'll just leave you to it.
All right then, we won't be long.
Without looking at the board, you've ruined my strategy in one move. Amazing. Now what should I do next?
Ayaka, Toma, it's us! Huh?
Hey guys, it's been a while. If you're looking for my lady, I'm afraid she's not here right now.
Oh? That voice. Toma, would that happen to be the traveler?
Yes.
Greetings, traveler. Ayaka speaks of you constantly. Finally, today is the day. I am head of the Kamisato clan and Yashiro commissioner, Kamisato Ayato. Greetings, both. I have long been indebted to you on my sister's behalf. Finally, I have the chance to express my profoundest gratitude to you in person. Ayaka is out today. If you are here regarding anything related to the Kamisato clan, you are quite welcome to discuss it with me instead.
Oh, hi! Your flattering words flatter.
Why on earth?
Well, he seems like a pretty powerful person. He's already working his way up Paimon's list of people to never mess with. Look! As soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere in the room changes.
You shower me with praise undeserved, my little guest. There is no need to be quite so formal. This is a private residence, so...
Oh, good. 'Cause that whole spiel was really tiring just now. Alright, now that that's over, Paimon's... We heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato are gonna get married soon.
Oh? I wouldn't have thought you'd heard about that yet. I see. Well, it's true. It wasn't long ago that I received the news myself. The head clans of 2 commissions are to become joined through marriage. Since the Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial affairs, it closely involves us.
Yes. And since the commissions are kind of the face of the almighty shogun to the masses, this wedding is...
Right! Makes sense. Ah, 2 true lovers becoming husband and wife.
It is. High-profile matrimonial links between 2 commissions are extremely rare. But these 2 truly love each other.
All right then. I'll be sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of the Kamisato clan.
No need. I'll visit them personally.
Huh? But...
This is a marriage between the Kujo clan and the Hiragi clan. The Kamisato clan must... The work of the Yashiro Commission is indeed multifarious. Normally, weddings and other ceremonies would come under the supervision of my... But she is presently occupied with other matters, and I happen to have a little time to spare. Oh, and would you 2 care to join me? I presume you 2 have a special connection with the individuals in question, or you would not be quite... This being the case, why not come and offer your best wishes too?
Oh, it's not as interesting as you make it sound. No special connections here. We just agreed to help deliver a letter this one time, that's all. Although wait, does that mean we helped make this? Alright then.
I cannot thank you enough. Your mere presence shall surely mean we are spared the
Wait, you're the Yashiro commissioner? But you can't do
Small talk is a chore. Of course, there are some people in the world who quite enjoy doing chores. Toma, I'm heading out with my 2 guests now.
Not a problem. Take...
Ah, you're finally...
Ah, Yashiro Commissioner!
Who are these 2?
They're friends of ours. Paimon will do the introduction.
So it's true. Well, there we have it. That's it then. So be it.
Great, so our hunch was spot on.
It is a little inappropriate for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you.
But don't worry, sir. We give you our word. We won't tell...
That puts my mind at ease. Now, on...
Of course not. I'd be...
I guess this is where
Aw, cheer up, Shinojo.
I'll try.
All right, then. Please excuse me. I'll leave you to it from here.
Okay. Thanks, Ipe. I apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner. Otherwise, you can be sure that we would have prepared a more extravagant reception.
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. In fact, I'm not here on official business at all. I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans, it seemed only right that I should come and offer the Kamisato clan's congratulations in person.
Oh, I'm truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much of a surprise.
Hey there! We came to congratulate you as well!
Since the incident with the Takatsukasa clan, things in the Tenryou Commission have slowly started to stabilize. I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan. I just hope I'm up to the task, so I can live up to everyone's expectations.
You're far too modest. The public thinks very highly of you. They say you're hardworking, upright, and responsible.
I'm flattered, but I wouldn't have achieved anything without the support of my people. Thanks to them, everything is gradually stabilizing, and I've finally had the chance to focus a little on my personal life.
Well, you're certainly making big progress in that department.
Come on now. Pardon me,
It's perfectly all right. Please, continue. I'm quite content to listen. It's a joyous occasion. Light-hearted is exactly how things should be. Really, who stays stony-faced when talking about a wedding?
You're right. But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion on the whole thing? Do you think it's too sudden?
Of course not. Where there is true love, nothing should be allowed to stand in its way. No doubt people will offer you a colorful variety of opinions. But of course, you will have factored this into your decision, and I'm sure you are prepared for whatever challenges may lie ahead.
Indeed I am.
So, please be confident. When your mind is made up, you ought not be worried about things for which you are already well prepared. Nevertheless, there is just one small aspect of this that puzzles me a little.
Please, go ahead.
You've been working hard to bring the Tenryou Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt the beginning of important change. But on the other side of this equation, Lady Hiragi's father, Hiragi Shinsuke, is still in prison. If you choose now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans, the kinds of rumors that may begin to spread both among the general public and in the Kanjo Commission are not likely to be in either of your best interests.
Yeah. Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato. This has been my biggest concern for quite a while now. Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Chisato. In the past, we've always had to communicate in secret by sending letters. So although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage, it may well be the only opportunity we have.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old man, but he was
I can see where you're coming from, but you're only postponing the problem, not...
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the... well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter, and after some initial hesitation, I went to meet her. It's funny, actually, because when I formally proposed to her in person, she denied having ever written that letter. So coy.
Huh? Really?
She didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing. She really committed to it. I'll never forget the look on her face.
Oh.
Anyway, as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending, so I played along and said, I was only joking about the letter, and then I proposed. After making some disgruntled noises about me making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes. We spent that afternoon working through all the details of the wedding.
Okay. So you discussed it and decided...
We did. I guess it was a chance to finally express our commitment to one. And you know what? I think it was about time. No matter what happens next, I will always be there for her as the one person she...
Oh, give me a break. Sorry, but Paimon's been wanting to say this the whole time. Is it just this?
Apologies, my friends. And also to Sir Kamisato.
Far from it. On the contrary, seeing you so positively smitten puts my mind at rest. No surer evidence could there be of your true feelings and your commitment. I wish you a joyous wedding when the day comes.
Yeah, even if it's kinda irritating to see you all smug like this, it's still a happy occasion. Good luck on the day, and have a happy wedding!
Thank you all. It means a lot.
We have some other business to attend to now.
Very well. I'll see you.
He seems busy. That must be true for anyone about to get married, right? It's a happy kind of...
You're right. Kujo Kamaji is on Cloud 9. What do you think, Traveler? He chalked it up to her being coy, but that doesn't sound like the Hiragi Chisato I know. It bothers me also. But, unfortunately...
Yeah, how come? Whenever we come across stuff like this on our adventures, we always find a way to get to the bottom of it.
I see. So that's how adventurers think. In my opinion, we face two obstacles in this case. Firstly, we have very little information to go on, and I must be cautious about taking a stance. Secondly, and more importantly, the person involved doesn't seem to care. If we intervene without his blessing, good intentions may lead to catastrophic results.
You do have a point. Kamaji doesn't seem worried at all.
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons. Seeking the full truth would be a long and laborious process. It would be inefficient. Sort of. I have to take this approach, or the work of the Yashiro Commissioner would never be done. My opinion is something like this. When something strange happens, instead of trying to find out what could have caused it, it is better to look at the situation itself. If the outcome is positive, and no one was deceived or harmed in the process, then it is acceptable. We don't know yet. After all, we don't know what Hiragi Chisato's thoughts are, do we? I have to say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on the issue from such a short meeting. Most insightful of you. You are thorough and thoughtful, just as my sister describes.
Huh? But Chisato and Kamaji have already talked everything through, haven't they?
Only if we are to take Kujo Kamaji at his word. But there are two sides to every story. I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on this.
Huh. Makes sense, but Paimon still doesn't quite get it.
Don't worry about it. I was planning to visit the Hiragi clan to deliver my best wishes anyway. If she's as committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can... Well, life isn't always a smooth...
There is still much to prepare for the wedding. Should we also invite some prominent business leaders who frequently visit Rito?
At the very least, we should send them invitations.
I agree. Ah, hello there, Yashiro Commissioner. To what do we owe the honor on this fine day?
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just now. I come bearing the felicitations of the Kamisato clan. Would Lady Hiragi happen to be available at this moment?
Our lady is entertaining guests right now, and we're not entirely sure how long she will be.
But please, do come in. We will arrange some tea and snacks for you and your attendants.
Hey! Paimon is not an attendant!
You misunderstand. We don't wish to impose. We'll just wander around in the general... Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations.
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is a joyful... We're merely doing the best we can to make this wedding as grand and a fair as possible.
When the time comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the general public to it.
That sounds splendid. We'll leave you to it.
Take care, Commissioner.
Seems like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Hence why I dislike small talk. Our timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over where we can pass the time. The owner always manages to come up with novel...
Oh, it's Tomoki!
Ah, it's you. Good to see you again. Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
Oh? So you know the owner as well?
Yup, we tried his dongo milk a while back with the almighty Shogun and even...
Ah, I see. So you... I'd caught wind of this dango milk, but I didn't know that it had anything to do... I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. The flavor is always new and interesting. When I noticed he'd set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Oh, thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to take off. It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm going to stick to On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creation, so I gave it a lot of thought and finally came up...
Sounds interesting. What is...
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose whatever they want. As well as dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sun...
Do they really all go well with milk? Hard to imagine, but...
What if I were to choose some ingredients you don't have here? Would that be...
Well, I guess so. The whole idea was to let my customer...
Excellent. The lavender melon, seagrass...
What?
I do indeed.
You really think that's gonna turn out tasting good?
It's all about the experience. The taste is set. Traveler.
Are you serious? Well,
3 milks with seagrass, please.
No problem. Here, your milk is ready.
the seagrass is stuck in the straw. Oh, this...
But it tastes all right.
Your review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon still thinks...
Taste is your key concern, yes?
Obviously. Tasty...
Well said. Yes. No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some mental breathing room, I try not to overthink the less critical matters. Having my sister attend public events in my stead, and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great...
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there anything else to think about than what we're doing?
One or two things. Let's continue this discussion some... I noticed something before we left the Hiragi clan's residence. No, it was just a small detail. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi. But
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the tribe. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan, but now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan. If I belonged to one of the assisting clans to the Hiragis, I would not be feeling optimistic about the future. But they didn't mention a word about that. I imagine they didn't want to discuss family. Keep it close.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shumatsuban. He's been quiet.
Merely doing my duty, sir.
Keep a close watch on the clan representatives we met.
Well received.
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order.
As you wish, sir.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement...
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi.
Hi, nice to see you again, Chisato.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but I didn't know it was you two.
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi.
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often that I have the chance to meet you, let alone here in the... You must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and congratulate Kamaji and I. It really means a lot.
But of course, the Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. It's clear that he's very much looking forward to the wedding. Perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself. I sincerely wish you a joyful wedding and a blissful marriage.
Thank you for... This was not an easy decision to make. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will start...
Sounds like things are pretty tough.
Yes. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have comforted me a lot.
It sounds like you have some considerable reservation.
Yes. Well, in case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I wasn't...
Oh! Really?
Mm-hmm. He charged in all of a sudden and said that he had something very important to tell me. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. But despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan...
It's just two families becoming one big family though, right? What's the big deal?
Traditionally, in Inazuma, clan affiliation influences every facet of life. After the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude toward you may undergo some significant changes thereafter.
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying, but I'm starting to have second thoughts. Maybe I went along with it all too easily. Maybe I allowed myself to be pushed into this. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm making my guests listen to me complaining.
No problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now that I've heard your concerns, I should offer to help you as best I can. For instance, by helping you gather your thoughts on the matter. Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was prompted by a letter he received from you. But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being coy. Oh, dear. Perhaps I should have kept that part to myself.
What? But that was... It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it? It was clearly purpose-designed, what with all the fancy lettering and so on.
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may not have chosen this moment to be wed?
when it comes down to it...
Sir Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh? But then... how did...
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. Who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy.
I understand. As you say, ultimately, the origin of the letter doesn't matter. But my position does matter. But now, I think I should give it some more thought.
Marriage is the most important decision of your life. Don't let yourself regret it. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times. I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan. Please, do not be compelled by circumstances to make any decision that goes against your will. To be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my
I'll take to heart every word you have said to me.
All that matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to think things...
Oh, wait! Let me see...
Thank you, Lady Hiragi, but there will be no traveler. Let's find...
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different page than Kujo Kamaji. Atto. Why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told her what you'd do in her position? 'Cause Paimon's pretty sure you have an idea.
I've said everything I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other commissions' domestic issues will only create trouble. The more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato has yet to see it. We must be vigilant.
Strange? In what way?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission. This person is presumably also responsible for the mysterious and misleading letter. Think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the supporting clans ostensibly have no concern at all. It doesn't add up. When someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior. Yes, it's a smart strategy, far superior to the one adopted by the Tenryou Commission's Takatsukasa clan. Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have explained it away as a misguided but well-meaning matchmaking attempt by a member of the family. But if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan without ever having to lift a finger against them, all under the guise of simply encouraging a wedding. With Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo clan and the head of the Hiragi clan in prison, challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks of the Kanjo Commission. Eventually, another clan would take the Hiragi clan's place. Actually, we have evidence.
Shinojo?
He should be back by now.
Yes, sir.
done that. I'm gonna deal with this.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
As I expected. They cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. They have to act now while the Hiragi clan is at its weakest. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, and the wedding was sure to go ahead. But, after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have second thoughts. In their eyes, Officer Shinojo has interfered with their...
But why did they suspect him and not us?
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time.
No way! But Chisato got what you meant.
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow their plan to fail now. They will not be inclined. Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated. Treated like a pawn, with even her marriage becoming a Despite all of this, she still believed that when she formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter of the Hiragi clan, her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Marriage is such a trap.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows, letting unsuspecting pawns do. We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding... At this stage, if the perpetrators wish to maintain control over the situation, their only option is to come out from... But first things first, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing. Tell me where Shinojo is.
Release Shinojo this instant!
Stop this at once.
It's the Yashiro Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our...
Really?
Battle formation!
I must withdraw.
Soldiers, quick!
Be still.
Blast. Let's go. We must report to Master right away.
Hey, get back here!
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. But in all the chaos...
What the? It's a tanuki? Oh.
Let's follow it and...
Thank you. Thank you. It was terrifying. They said they were gonna throw the cage into the sea with me still in. Oh, wait! You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme. Someone's trying to use the wedding for their own ends.
Shinojo, it's okay.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, everything is unfolding rather as we expected. Those behind this plan are not...
Yashiro Commissioner, you're personally going to take action?
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission. The almighty Shogun has always despised these pathetic... Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Traveler, Paimon.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner, I hear you showed up here with no explanation. An attack... You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission?
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. As a... Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law...
Abuse. Nonsense. I was out of nowhere. A low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd... I dare say, the poor lady was...
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions?
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsense... Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan. And we are, and always will be, her loyal assistants. It's our duty. Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this guy, even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity.
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
Funny. I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. There's not been a dull moment since I took up my post in the Yashiro. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, that you can tie 2 knots in the portion of it. I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these...
Keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually... The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say, but don't be deceived as it chirps...
You... I say, Yashiro Commissioner, are you here...
Far from it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honor. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception...
Yashiro Commissioner, please don't make accusations.
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsu... You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes. In your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest. And now you have ruined your once bright future. I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura. I just feel sorry for you.
Is that right? Then tell me, if you're so bright, what exactly do you think you can do to me? This is at most a Conjo Commission issue. We'll handle this amongst ourselves. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commissioner. If you seek to involve yourself in other clans' affairs, I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Conjo Commission and Tenryo Commission. Because the new balance of power in the Tri-Commission would be a threat to you personally. So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
So, that's how you view it. Well...
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen. The notices have already been sent out. All of Inazuma City knows about it now. Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo... Once the notices go out, that's it. The wedding is a sure thing, even if it hasn't happened just yet.
I see.
So suddenly, we see...
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most. But it's...
Kamisato Ayato!
You've made your move. Now...
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Conjo Commission and the Tenryo Commission? Isn't it at all possible that the Conjo Commission becomes... Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you. That will be all for now.
Hey! Hey! What was all that? Paimon didn't follow at all.
They had their scheme, but fortunately I was prepared. As I said, they ended up coming out from the shadows and revealing themselves. Let's see how things are in Inazuma City.
daughter of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan.
Sounds like an all-around perfect match.
For sure. I'm just surprised. It seems very sudden.
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure it must have been a...
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game. But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, about that.
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of our...
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But we must take Lady Hiragi's situation.
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised...
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she should not need your protection. Or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that, deep down, you realize all she stands to... I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to... I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient, and for the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest of her life. Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro Commissioner, you're right. It was naive and selfish of me to... But it's too late now, isn't it?
I have a plan, but it needs a villain. Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. But are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. And the key to their success is coming up against no resistance to the marriage from the Tenryou Commission. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a move against the weakened Kanjo Commission? The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi's feelings. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo Commission. Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission, you...
I see. This is an ingenious plan.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiro. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission. Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really looks, they'll do their utmost. Then, we simply leave them to clear up the mess they...
Got it.
So the network of connection?
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our... Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No doubt, in that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What we need to do... Sir Kujo. It's almost time. My ninja has located...
The defenses on the left side of the tower need to be strengthened.
That person is one of Mat... Let's follow him. Be careful.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
That person is one of my... Let's follow him.
Uh-oh. Seems like he's noticed us. Knew he should have been quieter.
That person is one of Mats. Let's follow him.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
The Tenryo Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious.
The news is spreading fast, but it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
He ran off!
As expected. Let's follow him.
Wow! It's like the whole town.
Excuse me, has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting to see this place.
Please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time, and have her live in Inazuma City during—
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us, either. You'll see more Tenryo Commission members as you go further along. Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard, and wants to treat her with the utmost—
I understand. Drat. It's exactly as Master feared. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. But I must tell Master right away.
Again.
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, mounting now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the storm is always—
Are they really gonna own up and apologize? Just like—
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple of days. I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending any more time on this. In any case, we've made our move. Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out like he predicted? Paimon too!
How much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
I have no idea. We're stuck in... Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things, and is suspicious. I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do? I've told him before.
Yeah, good advice. With him, you just... If Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the Tenryou Commission do?
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with...
Hello. How may I help? We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi. Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we apologize. It was not our intention. We promise our presence here will not impact. If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir
These people from the Tenryou Commission have been here for days now.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi. But why would it be—
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. A crowd this size comes—
Shh, stay quiet. Someone might—
Oh, right. Sorry.
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in Rito. By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks? Oh, let's go and see.
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there.
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
After the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato. I'm sorry. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easier. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. But once I saw the notices appearing out of nowhere on the streets, signaling that the wedding, I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I felt a great I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, but that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also...
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. You... Wait, you're the ones who... What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi?
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Friends? Are you sure? Just friends? Lady Hiragi, I told you already, these are exceptional circumstances. You are extremely important to us. Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat. Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. His arrival, the present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past... This is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss...
Good job, Chisato. You handled that well.
I was so nervous. But I thought, yes, well, let's wait and see what happens.
We had a serious discussion and reflected on our In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is... I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. I was so... Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, I suppose you're... The only person who can change the Tenryou Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly. Lady Hiragi, might I ask you to join us? By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me. Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied Rito, refusing to leave until we hand Lady Hiragi over to them. I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions. And I realize also that this must sound like the
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. So, please, if you would be...
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly sorry. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and to lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference. We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact.
Master Matsura, you should have known. But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and... If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi, if we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very and as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all.
Yes.
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you.
I understand.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a...
Okay, then please excuse me.
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi. I have something to tell you.
Oh? Why? Sarkami Sato, you became a completely different person just now.
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun But now, I'd like to take off my commissioner hat and...
Oh, please.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago, and restore our reputation. My mother loved him dearly. She passed. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Yashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became... Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burden. It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that...
Pretty similar to how the Kanto Commission is now.
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one can. Fortunately, I persisted, and the Kamisato clan was able to survive this.
I think I now know where my sense of loss and confusion was coming from. Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me, in a way that no one else did. I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is, it's because I felt too young and inexperienced to handle the situation facing me.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of...
That's it. The situation I'm facing now, when his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade. It is time for me to make a stand and become my own person.
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, it might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary...
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi. This puts less pressure on Kamaji.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain...
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am... Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with, but...
Take care, Lady Hiragi.
Yes. In fact, my recent experience...
She really has the air of a leader now. Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no way out until you...
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short...
Even so, Paimon could never come up with a plan that... Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that...
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't a... Well, the fact, perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. But human desire will always be a factor in the equation. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve. Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady... Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar...
There were so many things that... wait a second! You weren't trying to stop the wedding...
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything... If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll... I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't... Now, she has the chance to become her own person.
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and see.
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both.
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail.
Didn't you like it? I distinctly
Oh!
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure he's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had he... It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while discreetly performing your job to...
Naturally. Ah, yes. Now that we're both free,